So, The Fisher King is a terrific movie that I don't feel gets enough love or credit for how good it is. At least not in the here and now. It seems kind of forgotten, I think. It's a little bit of a comedy and a little bit of a horror movie, really, and a lot of it a sort of psychological tragedy with a very fun, important message, and all the incredible themes and references and symbolism that a nerd like myself could possibly hope for. This, in many ways, is one of the more spiritual movies I've ever seen, and it is also super Arthurian, but not as Arthurian as you might expect, with a name like the Fisher King and all. So the basic premise is for those not in the know, it's set in modern day, and it's Jeff Bridges plays a sort of shock jock on the radio, this sort of very vitriolic, mean spirited kind of guy. And one day he sort of inadvertently provokes a caller into, well, taking a shotgun to a bunch of people at a restaurant. And this obviously destroys him. Jeff Bridges' character, Jack, I think his name is, he's just guilt ridden and he's crushed. His life collapses in all around him, and years pass, and he's about to hit rock bottom. He's about to be like beaten to death in an alley after attempting to unalive himself, uh, and he is rescued by Robin freaking Williams. Robin is, and I'm not sure how else I can put this. He's bonkers in this. I mean, his character is quite mad. He believes he is a questing knight by the name of Perry, and he is in constant communion with these little invisible fairies. And he is haunted by visions of a red knight who is pursuing him, and is maybe one of the most horrifying images I've seen in a movie as of late. And I just seen Nosferatu, um, and it's so like out of place seeing the sort of red knight vision because it's with a backdrop of a city, right? And yet it's so ominous and creepy. And at the moment, Perry is searching for the Holy Grail. Um, I am truly moved by this movie. Like really, I'm quite fascinated because obviously Robin Williams plays just such a great character in Perry, able to make me laugh and make me kind of cry, kind of tear up, and make me sit up in terror when he's being chased by the Red Knight. It's all very incredible because Perry was a normal guy, but his wife was killed by the same caller who Jeff Bridges' character worked up all those years ago, right? So it's all kind of Jack's fault. Um, Perry is who he is because of Jack, because of one shock jock's insensitive remarks. And the Red Knight is, I think, the perfect symbol for his trauma. We know exactly what it is as soon as we see it. And that almost makes it more terrifying. The Fisher King is really just a beautiful movie in a lot of ways. Really terribly uncomfortable at some points and very alarming as we bear witness to just this horror and trauma and depression, and we explore these things in a very interesting way. It reminds me in some ways of like a much more dark and serious version of a movie like Scrooged or something. I know that's a weird correlation to draw, but it's kind of Jeff Bridges, right? Jack is filling the role of the Fisher King in this, the king destined for greatness but wounded and unable to carry on. and who needs to be healed with the Holy Grail. Uh, and so it's kind of a redemption in a lot of ways. There's a lot of literary references in this, of course, and surprisingly, the Arthurian references were a little bit more subtle than I was expecting. There's plenty of references, don't get me wrong, but they kind of pick their moments rather well, and it works, I think. And in the end, the movie becomes almost heartfelt, almost feel good by the very end, which is, I suppose, is slightly a spoiler now that I think about it. But I guess know that you're not going to like hate your existence by the end of this. And you should watch it. Really, the the world did not deserve Robin Williams. He was not the main character, but he stole the show easily. Right? I mean, seriously, his character makes the movie, um, and it wouldn't be the same without him. I give the Fisher King two thumbs up, really, and a resounding endorsement. I love it, really. I do. I prefer something like Excalibur, say, but that's just a matter of taste, personally. I, you know, so yeah, like and subscribe and hit the bell if you like this video or any of the others for that matter. It helps out a lot, and now I need to be off. So, yeah, bye.